Writing, Charlotte Bennett stared at the wall in complete disbelief. Just weeks earlier, she had opened a rejection letter that convinced her she was too old to chase her dream. The painting she had poured her heart into had been turned away. After that, she stopped painting. The brushes sat untouched. The easel gathered dust. Every day she looked at the wooden chair by her window and wondered if she had been foolish to believe her life could still change at 66. Then everything changed in a single moment. When Charlotte walked back into the studio one rainy afternoon, she expected an empty room. Instead, she found her painting hanging in the center of a wall covered with handwritten notes. Her hands trembled as she stepped closer. One note said the painting inspired a retired firefighter to pick up a paintbrush for the first time in 30 years. Another said it gave a grandmother the courage to learn something new at 71. More notes covered the wall from top to bottom. People she barely knew were sharing stories about how her quiet determination had changed their lives. Charlotte could not understand it. The exhibition had rejected her painting. Yet somehow the painting had reached exactly the people who needed it. As tears filled her eyes, she heard footsteps behind her. Eleanor Whitmore stood quietly beside her and looked at the wall. Then she said something Charlotte would never forget. "When you first came here, you thought this place was saving you. The truth is that you have been saving people too." In that instant, Charlotte realized she had been measuring success all wrong. It was never about awards. It was never about recognition. It was never about proving she was talented enough. The real victory was discovering that a dream pursued with courage could light a spark in someone else. Years later, when hundreds of people stood and applauded her at a major exhibition, they were not celebrating a painting. They were celebrating a woman who found the courage to begin again when she thought her story was over. And standing beside her masterpiece, Charlotte smiled and remembered the lesson that changed everything. It is never too late.